I did my best.
There's no need to worry. His soul is in a stable condition. With ample rest for both body and mind, he'll be up and about in no time.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Phainon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial, and revisit his homeland that had fallen to the black tide.
In all likelihood.
That is correct. He was willing to entrust the core flame to the Chrysosayers, because he was also pinning his hopes on us to succeed him in shouldering the responsibility of resisting the black tide.
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Anvorius to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared, like a plague, alongside the 3 titans of calamity. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity, becoming vicious, mindless monsters. Mortals are not the only ones susceptible to its influence. Even gods and titans cannot escape from it.
According to Nias, Nikador, though one of the embodiments of calamity, also bears the responsibility of fending off the black tide. Perhaps that is also why Lord Phainon threw himself into the trial of strife so readily.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya, what should we do now?
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Krymnos, Mydei, you know better than anyone that if it were simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, you and your people could manage it with ease. But ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seed of divinity, that pushes this world into the deathly fog.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this. A long time ago.
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, All right. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
It's all right. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nikador's trial?
Something that terrifies me. Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Do you think you stand a chance against that thing that terrifies you?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaia knew that Phainon might fall. And she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along, wasn't it?
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. With the downfall of strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses, if Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, ramifications will be dire.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. If I wish to conquer that fear, I need the assistance of my fellow Kremnoans. Give me some time to speak with my people. It won't take long, I promise.
I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Dee, your people, they have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. But Lady Trebios, therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
Dee? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look. The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.